Hi, fourth graders. This week we're going to start multiplying fractions by whole numbers, and there's going to be a couple short videos all by me, just like last week, and I'm going to break it down into sizable chunks. So this first section, part one, is called fractions as products. And this is going to be very, very basic, and you're going to go, Mrs. Shock, this is super easy. And I'm going to say that's okay because it's a good review before we move into the rest of this part of the unit. So I want you to go back in your mind to when we talked about decomposing fractions. When we took, say, 4/5 and we were able to break that down into 1/5 plus 1/5 plus 1 plus 1/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5. Try saying that four times fast. I want you to think back to that because that's going to help you a lot in this part. So we're going to move on. I'm going to do this super quick. I hope you're paying attention, making sure you take notes. Okay, friends. So when I am breaking down fractions as kind of a sum of their products, really what I'm doing is I'm decomposing it. So if I have 3/4, we learned when we were decomposing that that's basically 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4, right? If I shade my circle up here in, this is 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4, okay? So we understand that. That's old and before. That's basically the same thing as ooh, I don't want that. Undo. That's basically the exact same thing as 3 times 1/4, because I have 1/4 3 times. When you were in 3rd grade, you learned that multiplication is just repeated addition. So if I have 3 times 1/4, that's the exact same thing as 3/4, because that means 1/4 3 times. Let's look at another one. So here I have 2/3. If I shade it in, I've got 1/3 plus 1/3. That's how I got 2/3. So 2/3 is 1/3 plus 1/3. That's the same thing as 2 times 1/3, because it is 1/3 2 times in a row. What if it's a fraction greater than 1, like 6/4? I know that's greater than 1 because my numerator is greater than my denominator. If I go in there and shade it, that's 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4. So 6/4 is the same as 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4. I'm going to run out of space. Put it over here. Plus 1/4. Do you see how it is 6 of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it matches the numerator. So that means 6/4 is the same thing as 6 times 1/4. Piece of cake.